Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Chef Carl from Cooking and Grilling with Carl. Today I'm going to be making for you one of my favorite recipes, a delicious Maryland style cream of crab soup using jumbo up crab meat, right after this. Alright y'all, so before we get started with this recipe, as usual, let me show you all the ingredients I'll be using. And I'm not showing Worcestershire sauce, but I'll be using that as well. So let's get to it. Alright, so right here I'm just doing a little prep, just chopping a little parsley. That's going to be for garnish at the end. And now I'm dicing up some yellow onions, one whole onion. Alright, so I got my onions all chopped up. Now I'm in a pot. I'm going in there with 1 stick of butter, unsalted butter, and I'm going to let that melt. And now I'm going in with my onions. Some of these recipes call for celery, but I'm not big with celery. I mean, I don't mind it in my chicken noodle soup or in tuna or something like that, but I don't want it in this. To me, the celery is kind of a little bit overpowering. Alright, now I'm going in with some crushed red pepper flakes. And now I'm going to make a roux, so I'm going in with some all-purpose flour, and I'm going to stir that in. And I'm going to get that to the point where it becomes kind of like clay. Alright, and this is going to be my thickening agent. And you'll see down the road what I'm talking about. Alright, so you want to make sure all that flour and butter is blended really good. Like I said, you want it to kind of be like clay, a little bit loose clay. Alright, so now I'm going in with some water, and I'm going to stir that up, and that's just going to kind of become nice and thick, kind of like a thick soup. And now I'm going in with some crab base. So what you could do is you could take some hot water and put the crab base in there and make your own broth, and if you think if you're capable of doing it, you can make a crab stock using shells and celery and onions, some bay leaves, a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. But this is the easy way. I try to simplify these recipes, so basically all I'm doing is just using a nice crab base. So right here I'm going with some light cream. Alright, went in about 2 cups, maybe 2.5 cups. I'm going to stir that in. Alright, now I'm going to follow that with some heavy cream. And pretty much the same thing, went in with about 2 cups. Alright, now I have some room temperature cream cheese. That's kind of like my little secret sauce to getting it nice and thick, nice and creamy, nice and rich. Alright, so I'm going in with that. You want to make sure it's room temperature. So I'm going to stir that in. Make sure it's blended good with that heavy cream. If you see bits and pieces of white, then you know it's not blended good enough. Alright, so right here I'm just going in with a little bit of sherry. And that sherry is going to kick it up a notch. It's going to give it that nice kind of like lobster bisque taste, if anybody is familiar with that. You're going to have like a hint of that sherry along with that crab. It's just going to be so delicious. All right, and I always do my soups, sauces with Worcestershire sauce. It kind of brings everything together. Give it a try. All right, when you're making sauces and soups. And now I'm going to some fresh cracked black pepper. I'm trying to use the best ingredients for this recipe. All right. All right, right here I'm going in with a little bit of kosher salt. And of course, to make it Maryland style, we gotta have that Old Bay seasoning. All right, I'm going a little bit heavy with that. All right, here's the star of the show, the jumbo lump crab. So I'm gonna go in. I'm showing you me putting in 1 pound, but I actually put in 2 pounds of jumbo lump crab meat. All right. So as you can see, there's crab all throughout the soup. That's how you want it to look. I didn't skimp on the crab on this recipe. I mean, it's one of my, like I said, it's one of my favorite recipes to make, and one of my favorite soups. All right. So everything is done. I'm putting it in a bowl, just showing you all those lumps. That's all throughout the soup, and just garnishing it up with some parsley. All right, y'all, here you go. The Maryland style cream of crab soup. All right, obviously I've already tasted this, but I had to taste it for y'all. A lot of people say, hey, we never see you on camera, so here I am. Man, this is up there with one of the best things I've ever made. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. If you love crab cakes, this is basically crab cake in a soup. All right, so yeah, definitely give this recipe a try. I've made this before, but I actually tried a different recipe using sherry, and I used well, you've seen the ingredients I use. I use lobster base. Make sure you're using quality ingredients when you make this. Fresh cracked black pepper, a good dry sherry. If you're going to use lobster base like I did, or seafood base or shrimp base, just make sure you get a good one, like something, like from Knorr or something like that. But with that being said, hold on, yeah, let's take another. And I got I put 2 pounds of crab in this, so every spoonful has crab. Now you don't have to do that. I just really love crab, and I want crab in every bite. I use jumbo lump. That way I get that texture. Some people put celery in. I'm not a big fan of celery unless it's in like chicken noodle soup or something. So I didn't put it in this. But you can put celery in it if you want to. But definitely follow the instructions in the recipe. I'll have the ingredients down below with the measurements. I'm going to be kind of eyeing the measurements. All right. And with that being said, I just want to thank you for watching. If you want to continue to watch to see easy to follow recipes like these, definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell and give the video a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you like my own channel, and particularly this video. All right, it doesn't cost you anything, and it really supports me. Also, let me take the time to shout out a few people. My boy Jay Hutch from Food Fanatic TV, Smoking and Grilling It with AB, who actually inspired me to start my channel, along with my boy Trev. And he has a channel as well. He has a channel dealing with ministry and everything. That's Trevor Pope. And some of the friends of the channel, Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue, Gallia the Sun, Mr. Make It Happen. I mean, Mr. Make It Happen, I don't know him. Gallia the Sun, I don't know none of them. But, from them constantly commenting on my and watching my videos, I just really appreciate it. I felt I should give them some love back. All right. Also, if there's anything else you want to see me make, just leave it down in the comments. I mean, I have a lot of videos on this channel, and check out some of my playlists on seafood or steaks or Blackstone grilling. All right, so I know I'm saying a lot. This is the most I've ever talked,
in person on the video, but yeah, I just felt like I owe the subscribers that for the few people that was saying, hey, we don't ever see you on video. All right, with that being said, once again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next recipe. God bless. Peace.